Hi, welcome to Standard Home. This is Vicky. Thank you so much for watching. And today I'm going to go over real quick. Hopefully, I don't think it's going to be quick, but I'm going to turn this Marshmallow Fireside candle into wax melts and then put them back in its container. And now, if I didn't have enough, if there wasn't enough room in the container, polypropylene. I don't know. I'll insert it. But anyways, you cannot use plastic or cellophane or most other kind of materials that you would store. Maybe plastic. No, not plastic either, because it'll eat away at the oils. So it's like a polypropylene. Yeah, polypropylene bags only, which I think is I think it's considered food grade, but don't quote me on that. It doesn't matter. It's propylene, and anyways, I did put this in the freezer for an hour and a half, and it was not enough time. All I did was just create a little bit of cracks in the wax, but it did lift a little bit on the edges here, but it has to be put in there for a little longer, and I'll be back when that happens, and then we'll proceed with the chopping of it. Okay? All right. Bye. Okay. Hi. Okay. Back now after 5 hours for the candle Marshmallow Fireside from Bath and Body Works. We actually put it in the freezer, but it took longer. It was 5 hours in total time, and then once we had to I let it thaw out for maybe like an hour and a half, and to wait for it just a little bit, kind of get a little bit softer, and because the wax was frozen, so I waited about an hour and a half for it to thaw out a little bit. And so once I did that, I just hit it really hard one time, firmly, not hard, but firmly on the coffee table, a nightstand, and it just popped right out. So you may want to do it on a wood surface, like a nightstand or a coffee table. Sometimes it's made out of wood, not granite, not glass, not stainless steel or tile, because those are really hard surfaces. Wood, expands and contracts. It's a little bit softer. It does kind of, it's not as hard as like a hard surface, like a rock, like stone, granite, or something like that. So like a wood surface, I did that, and it just popped right out. The reason it's not out right now on the video is because it's completely crumbling already. So it does work. You have to put it in there for 5 hours and let it thaw out for about an hour and a half or so, and it does come out completely like this. And like I said, it is completely crumbling, and all I have to do is take this out. It's probably gonna fall. Take this out, put this over here, because we're gonna use that, and then just with these things here, just with your nails, or because you can tell like the wax is getting a little soft right now. So I would just I probably need tweezers for this, but let me just do it with both hands. You just pull these out like that, because we don't need those. And then this other one, like I said, it is getting soft, the wax, so it's good to do it now when it's before it's too soft. So it's been like about 3 hours now since I took it out of the freezer. Okay, so here's all the 3 wicks, and it's ready to chop. So here you go. Here's basically 4 pieces. So you get this, and I'm gonna bring this over here to you. I'm gonna bring this over here so you can see what you do with the wax. You just get the wax like a chunk, and I have a little cutting board, because I always have a little cutting board because I use a lot of wax or vendor wax, and you just basically just like cut it. It might be a little hard because, like I said, it was in the freezer for a while, so it is a little hard. Okay, so it was a little hard, and I was able to cut, and you just cut it to size, like equal of, let's say, 2 cubes or something. So I just do that, and it's a little hard, like I said. So this is about 2 cubes. It's crumbling though, but you can kind of push it together. Okay, you just kind of push it together. It's a messy process, keeping that in mind, because you are dealing with wax. And so that's 1 cube. You put it in there really. Hopefully it'll all fit. So this is all crumbling. So you just kind of put it together. If it comes down, it's okay. It's all in the jar, and it's all contained in this little, the jar that it came in. And so you just continue cutting it, It's a little hard right now, so we just continue cutting it. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but that's exactly how you do. Like, cause I have all this Marshmallow Fireside now, which I'm so happy because I heard that this year's version of Marshmallow Fireside is not that strong. As far as the throw, it's kind of weak. So I cannot have that because I am in love with Marshmallow Fireside. This is like my love, my favorite scent that Bath and Body Works makes. And so Scentsy, the one toasted marshmallow, I noticed it is not exactly, exact duplicate or dupe because it doesn't have the smoky flavor. It does have the toasted marshmallow, but it doesn't have the smoky element to it. Okay, so I tried the new one that they have. It's like Bonfire Bash or Bonfire or something. I'll insert it here. I mixed those two together thinking that that would make marshmallow fireside, and it did not at all. It smelled completely the bonfire one, the new one. It smells like completely a stack of pancakes. Okay, completely maple syrup, which I cannot stand maple syrup. I don't like maple syrup or caramel. So I have preferences. Okay, so anyways, like I said, let's get back to this. So I'm trying to duplicate Marshmallow Fireside everywhere. It's like I bought some from a vendor, Marshmallow Fireside dupe, and it doesn't smell like that at all. Okay, but anyways, this is Marshmallow Fireside now. This is what I like about wax. When you you convert it into, use the wax instead of burning it, because if you have a candle, you can probably burn it like a week, like say 2 hours a night or something like that. After the fourth night, it gets really bad. Very soot and like a lot of smoke, and it's just not as good as the first two, maybe 2-3 burns, right? So with this, you can just have Marshmallow Fireside anytime. You don't have like the pressure to melt the candle, or if I want the scent, I have to melt the candle, which I don't like doing that because, like I said, it's dealing with all the soot, and then you're dealing with the smoke, and I just don't like it. Okay? I'd rather have it in wax form, especially Marshmallow Fireside. Okay, I do like candles, of course, but this is the only reason I'm doing this is because I heard of the Marshmallow Fireside. The new version is not good, so I cannot have that because I'm in love with the scent. Okay, so anyways, this is exactly how we cut it, and like I said, it's still a little bit too hard, but you just barely get like one of these soap cutters, and you get like a little, what is it called? I'll try to do it, but try to get like a little cutting board, and so okay, so it's a little soft now, and you just get like this. Well, see, this is breaking apart, so it has to be bigger. The chunks have to be a little bigger, okay? Because, it's kind of soft, so it's falling apart. So this I will not be able to put together, but I also have to put it in the jar and burn it with other stuff. So it would have to be a little bit bigger chunks, okay? So, like, let's say, I hope it doesn't break this thing here. Okay. So like here is a good chunk here. Now this is good, like equivalent to 2 cubes, and it is still kind of breaking, okay, because it is soft wax. This is kind of, I think it's a I don't know what kind it is. I think it's a parasoy. I'm not sure. I know it's not paraffin completely because it's not as stiff. But you just cut the little chunks, and you just put them in the jar like that, and like, see, like I would have I can put this in a warmer, and then I could have many uses up to months. You can save this for a year, or it just lasts longer than a candle itself. Okay, of course you can keep a candle and not burn it, or burn it just once or twice like what I do, but I don't want to have that fear that I'm going to run out of Marshmallow Fireside. Okay, the original, not like the dupes or anything like that, but the original. So that's what I do to turn in wax the candle into wax. Okay, anyways, again, like I said, it was 5 hours freezer time, about 1.5 hours thaw time before you pound it on the table. Wait for like an hour and a half or so, and then this is already the third hour, so maybe by the third hour it's time to cut the wax, because you don't want it to get too soft because it'll be really messy, even more messy or mushy. Okay, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and this was a long process. It does take a day, okay, 5 and then 2, and then another hour, so it takes about 8 hours, okay, but it is so worth it, especially if something that you love as far as the scent. And I will do anything for Marshmallow Fireside, so to me it was not that big of a deal. Put it in the freezer, just forget about it, and then just take it out and just deal with it. But I love it, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. If so, give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.